You wake up, and before the day even starts, you feel late. Late to your goals. Late to your own life. The pressure whispers, you should be further along by now. It doesn't matter where you are. The whisper still finds you. At school, at work, in relationships, even in rest. It tells you you're not moving fast enough, not building enough, not achieving enough. So you carry a hidden weight. A fear of being left behind. The truth is, this fear didn't start with you. It was given to you. By teachers who ranked worth and grades. By bosses who measured hours instead of hearts. By a culture that worships acceleration. Faster, higher, more. Always more. No matter the cost. Even if it breaks you. Even if it empties you. Even if it erases your joy. So you run. Keep running. Toward a finish line that never stays still. When you reach one goal, another appears. When you achieve something, it fades too quickly. You rarely pause to breathe, because pausing feels dangerous, like falling behind even further. So you keep moving, faster, harder, until your body protests. Until your mind begs for rest. Until your soul feels hollow. You wonder, is this really progress? Or is this a race without meaning? A treadmill that never ends. This treadmill has many names. Productivity, hustle, success. But beneath those names, it is the same story. The story that says, your worth is measured in movement. Your value in results. Your dignity in speed. And so you run not because you want to, but because you feel you have to. Everyone else seems ahead. Everyone else seems faster. You scroll through their milestones. Promotions, weddings, houses, smiles. Every scroll tightens the knot in your chest. I am late, you whisper. I am behind. But who decided the timeline? Who drew the map you're chasing? Who told you there is one road? You were not born to run someone else's race. You were not born to keep pace with an invisible clock. Yet the lie is strong. It follows you into mornings. It lingers in your nights. And that you are failing if you don't meet them. You begin to measure your life in deficits. What you lack, what you haven't reached, what you should have done. The shoulds pile up, heavy, endless, crushing. You mistake survival for laziness. You mistake exhaustion for weakness. You mistake being human for being behind. This is the lie of constant progress. That growth is only real if it is visible. That rest is wasted time. Slow seasons are failures. But life is not a straight line. Life bends. Life circles. Life pauses. Life stumbles. And still moves forward. You are not behind. You are simply alive, moving at your own rhythm. The race was never real. The lie was. Imagine stepping off the treadmill. The ground stops shaking beneath you. For the first time, there is stillness. At first it feels wrong. Your body is wired to run. Your mind expects the next demand. Yet stillness holds you. It does not ask you to perform. It does not measure your worth. It simply allows you to be. This is where another rhythm begins. A rhythm not built on comparison. Not tied to milestones. Not chained to speed. A rhythm rooted in presence. You breathe once. That breath is enough. You open your eyes. The light through the window is enough. You notice the quiet. The quiet does not accuse you. The quiet welcomes you. Presence is not earned. Presence is already here. The lie of progress says, more. Presence says, now. The lie says faster. Present says here. You don't need to earn the moment. You only need to notice it. The more you notice, the more alive you feel. A sip of water becomes a pause. A walk becomes a small return to yourself. Even waiting at a red light becomes space to breathe. This rhythm is not glamorous. It will not appear in headlines. But it will heal you. Slowly, gently, quietly. Healing begins when you stop running against yourself. When you stop demanding proof for every moment. When you accept that your worth does not rise and fall with output. You are not a machine. You are a living being. Machines break when they never stop. Living beings bend, pause, and renew. Your body knows this rhythm. Your breath has always known it. Inhale, exhale. Rest is not failure. Rest is how life continues. Trees rest in winter. The earth rests at night. Even the tide pulls back before it returns. Why should you be different? You too are part of this rhythm. You too are allowed to rest, allowed to slow down, allowed to be here. Presence is not empty. It is full of texture. The sound of footsteps, the warmth of a mug, the quiet beating of your heart. These details are not small. They are life itself. When you begin to notice them, you begin to live. Not in the future, not in the past, but here. And here is enough. Progress, as you've been taught, will never feel enough. It always demands the next step. But presence tells you, you are already complete, not finished, not perfected, but whole, even in becoming. This is not about abandoning growth. Growth is natural. Growth is part of you. But growth does not need pressure. A flower does not force itself open. A river does not rush to reach the ocean. They trust their own pace. You too can trust yours. Even if it feels slow, even if others seem ahead, your rhythm is your truth. Your path is yours alone. Presence invites you to live from this truth. To build a life not measured in checkpoints, but in moments. This shift will feel strange. You've lived under the lie for so long. But slowly, your body will remember. Slowly, your mind will soften. Slowly, you will begin to trust this new rhythm. When you slow down, something surprising happens. You start to hear your own voice again. Not the noise of comparison, not the chorus of expectations, but the quiet voice of your own life. It does not speak in deadlines, does not push you to compete. It whispers in small directions. Drink water, rest your eyes, call a friend, walk outside. These small movements guide you back to yourself. You begin to notice what feels true. You begin to sense what is false. The lie of constant progress starts to loosen its grip. It no longer defines your worth. It no longer decides your pace. You start to live from the inside, instead of chasing the outside. This shift builds trust in yourself. You see that you are not behind. You are where you are meant to be. Even if others run ahead, even if others measure differently, their path is theirs. Your path is yours. Trust grows each time you honor this. Trust grows when you refuse to betray yourself. Each pause becomes proof. Proof that you do not collapse when you rest. Proof that life does not abandon you when you slow down. Proof that enoughness is possible. You start to notice more quiet confidence. You no longer need to race to belong. You no longer need to prove you deserve the air you breathe. You already belong. You already deserve. Trust in yourself leads to trust in life. You begin to see that life holds you, even when you are still, even when you are waiting. Life is not keeping score. Life is not punishing slowness. Life is carrying you, moment by moment. When you sense this, the pressure eases. The fear of falling behind dissolves. Because you see there is no race. There is only being here. Here with what is real. Here with what is enough. Your trust deepens as you release the need for constant progress. You notice the ground beneath you feels steadier. You no longer run to escape yourself. You walk with yourself. Its walking becomes gentler, softer, more whole. You begin to live inside time differently, not as a line to conquer, but as a space to inhabit. Each day is no longer a race. Each day is an invitation to notice, to rest, to act when it feels true. This is not laziness. This is wisdom. To align your pace with your soul, to move when it is time, to rest when it is time. Trust in yourself becomes trust in these rhythms. You are not wrong to move slowly. You are not wrong to pause. You are human. You are alive. Trust in life means seeing that meaning grows slowly. Seeds take time. Relationships take time. Healing takes time. Trust means giving space for these to unfold, without rushing them to arrive, without forcing them to perform. You begin to see the beauty of waiting. Waiting becomes fertile, not empty. Waiting becomes alive with quiet meaning. You no longer fear silence. Silence becomes your teacher. Silence reminds you that you are carried. Trust in yourself. Trust in life. Together, they release you from the lie. You no longer need to feel behind. You are not late. You are not missing your life. You are already inside it, already living it, already enough, always enough. This is quiet philosophy, where thinking isn't loud, and life doesn't need to be either. Subscribe if you haven't already, not for noise, but for something you can actually feel.